How is there no fish here, folks? Good morning to everyone. I want to record the intro early in the morning, even though I haven't found fish yet, just because it is so beautiful. Look at this. God bless. Drop dead gorgeous. Nothing. And why does Garmin not consider water temperature important? I can't get my live scope to show me water temperature. The hummingbird on the back shows 53 degrees, and that transducer is 2 feet under the surface, which is more reliable, but it's inconvenient to go to the back, turn it on just to see the water temperature, and then turn it back off so it doesn't drain the battery. Was there a fish? We did get something, and it's running a little bit. Let me turn off spot lock. Pretty shallow. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. This is what I'm looking for today, folks. I'm looking for some spring bluegill, folks. I'm looking for some spring bluegill, not those pesky little juvenile basics. I was looking around. I smell some smoke from fire. I think somebody is camping here and started a fire. And the smoke from the fire is hugging the whole lake. I actually don't mind it. Smells on wood. Smells good. Small bluegill, I know, you can catch bigger. I have caught bigger too, but we're just looking for fish, folks. And is your lake as beautiful as this? No, it ain't. This beautiful point, folks. Where is the fish? Oh, maybe there's a couple of small bluegill. This is too shallow for tungsten though. I picked up grass right away. Huh? No? Picked up one little bluegill. Is there any more? We have to switch dangles though. Tungsten is a bit much. Tungsten is a bit much. Man, these bluegills right on the border. I need them to be just a little bit bigger. Man, how pretty, folks. Why am I so happy just fishing in conditions like this? Just fishing in condition like this. This is the 125 number 10. And a regular dangle. This is much better here in these weeds. Shallow. Man, look at where I'm casting. Right in front of the grass. This looks ripe for some big black bass. Tell you the truth, it looks ripe for carp fishing too, in the margins. In the spring. You can lob gently so you don't scare the fish. Your carp bait right in front of these weeds. Carp come very shallow when there is no people, no noise. They come very shallow. Carp, even big carp, loves to come and feed shallow. They actually don't like deep water. We come from the bank and we cast as deep as we can. Now this is the first decent bluegill of the day. We cast as deep as we can for carp. But in reality, you kind of have to cast deep just because you spooked everything in front of you. But in reality, if you could be quiet, you should come here, not cast deep in the middle of the lake for carp, but quietly drop a little feeder so you don't spook the fish in front of the grass, quietly, even for big carp. The British actually do that very well. They know how to fish the margins very quiet, sneak up on them. One more fish there. There was a few of them, but when I caught one and the rest said, let's get the hell out of here. Oh, there's one more. Feels decent too. Oh! Where have you been, little buddy? I caught 5 bluegill before I catch you. I caught 5 bluegill already. Usually I catch 5 bass here before I catch 1 bluegill. And if you think I'm joking, just go check my videos of the last 2 months. Got this one though. Even though I picked up some grass again, but he ate it with the grass. It's like, oh, a steak with a salad. Beautiful, delicious orange steak. Hey, this bluegill has got, look, the extension that I like. Also, look at the teeth of this bluegill. This bluegill, can you guys see out the sun? Can you guys see these teeth? Can you guys see? This bluegill has teeth. This is some hybrid with something. I don't know what this is. First of all, it's growing here. Second of all, this mouth has teeth, bro. Now this is a bluegill worth saving. Hold on. Where is the hooker? This is a bluegill worth saving. This is a real disaster. Oh my goodness. Pure luck in the end to get it out. No blood. Look at this. Look. You see, I know it's upside down. There is no blood. If there is no blood, she will make it. She or he. Can't really tell. It's hard to tell these days, isn't it? And I'm seeing a few fish here. I'm very upset I cannot catch nothing. Okay, we caught something. There is a few small fish here in this flat, and there is a running water. We're not on the point, we're on a flat, but there is running water. Should I drop talon here? Should I drop talon so we don't spookaroo everybody? Oh, this fish, look how much food it churned. Look. Can you guys see? This fish has been eating grass. It spit a bunch of grass, folks. Folks, this fish spit grass. I know what I'm seeing. Maybe the grass is mixed with something else. Look at this green. This fish spit grass. Why would a bluegill spit grass? Look at this. Look how much grass it spit. Look. This fish spit grass. Unless this is not grass but green poop. Is it possible? But no, it regurgitated it. It didn't come from here. It came from the mouth. What is going on? Why are these fish eating green grass? This is crazy. I have never seen bluegill eat grass before. What am I missing here? Come on, professors, explain to me. Why is this bluegill regurgitating grass? Why did it go there? Fishing. There we go. He running. Or she. Somebody is running on the other side of this polyester line. Somebody is running. They're starting to develop the thickness, but not the size. I'm looking for a few that have both the thickness and the height and the length. Bijik. That is a bijik. Man, we found some bijiks today. Tell you the truth, I found more bijiks than I expected. I thought I was gonna be fishing for dinky black bass in the end, like I've been doing all winter. So from that angle, pleasant surprise. However, I thought that if I find some bijiks at all, they will be good size. Because in the winter, whatever few bijiks I found, they were good, boy. I caught one 10-incher. Alright folks, I'm gonna start going back, fish the same bank where I came from in the morning and end up over there on that point. This is where we started. This is where we're gonna end. Let's see, it's 11:10 now. Usually the fishing is worse, but in March it can be better because we got more sun warming the shallow water. Let's see if we can pluck one 9-incher from here to the way back. If I pluck one 9-incher out and a few small ones, I call it a win. Let's see if we can manage that. I think we caught a couple of 8-inchers today, but no 9-inchers. I don't think I had a 9-incher. Is the fish still here? Yeah, it is still here. That's not gonna be a 9-incher for sure, even though it is a good fight. I'm still coughing, gosh dang it. 2 months. The cough is still not completely out of the way. Now this bluegill is big enough to make a good fight with eradicator. With eradicator and 1.7 pound line, but it's not the trophy I'm looking for. I want at least one good bluegill. Fishing right in the weeds. It's not too small either. It's funny, I fished these spots right in the weeds. I fished the spots on the way back here, and on 20 minutes on the way back there is fish here again. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing a thick school of small dots right on the bank. 3 feet of water. 3 feet of water, you have to believe this. The crappie are in shallow in 52 degrees water temp. I can't even lift it. 52 degrees, they're already shallow. It's March. This crappie is not gonna wait until May. It's already shallow in March. My goodness me. Am I too late? This is not Illinois. These fish are spawning way earlier than I originally thought. There is still a couple left, but this school moved, folks. Still a couple. I should be throwing the float there. There's one more. No, that's not a crappie. That's a bijik. The crappie is right in the weeds though. I think the crappie is in the weeds. I can see them thick inside the weeds. That's a bijik. That's what I came here looking for, but bigger. Same, but 3 inches bigger. In the freaking weeds. We have to try the float, folks. It's very difficult. See how the wind is blowing me into the grass here? Boy, there are only 4 feet of water. My float is deeper than 4 feet. We have to lower the depth. Always, before you adjust the depth, wet the line. Watch, 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 watch. Right in front of the weeds. I don't know if this cast was good enough. Yeah, it was good enough. It is a crappie. Should I drop Talon? I don't know what to do. I don't want to go there. I don't want to spook them. It's a whole school. They're right on the bank in the grass. I would rather get stuck in the grass here than go and spook these fish. Yeah, I take that back. That's not a crappie. It's not a crappie. I take that back. You know what it is though? It's a little shell cracker. Oh, boy, are you beautiful. Hello, my love. I would love to drop you in my aquarium at home and make you 12 or 13 inches. They're still here, right in front of the weeds. Right in front of the weeds. Stop, 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 stop. Took it down, right in front of the weeds. This is a crappie. I saw his white belly. Right in front of the freaking weeds, 52 degrees of water. Folks, don't wait for April. If you live south of Kentucky, don't wait for April and May. Not for the crappie anyway. The bluegill tend to spawn always in May. I don't know what's the reason, but both in Illinois and in Tennessee, the beds that I fish come in May. But not the crappie. The crappie in Tennessee seem to spawn a lot earlier than the crappie in Illinois. Let's flip the bail now, while there is still a couple of fish left. Yeah, right there. I think I'm close enough. Yeah. Come on. Look at this beauty right in front of this grass. How many? Look where I am. Look where I'm casting. It's the same over there. By the way, I don't want to tease you guys to go and spend $150 on a $65 Legalis, but I am loving my new Iprimi. It sounds nice, looks amazing. Yes, I overpaid, but in my experience, usually when I overpay but buy exactly what I like, I have no regrets. When I get something that I don't really like, but I got it on a very good deal, the reason for which I don't really like it bothers me forever, and I do have buyer's remorse. So that will of course depend on your income and living, but I don't know, I've seen a lot of tackle. That was a good crappie. I've seen a lot of tackle, folks, and at this point I know exactly what I want. And I have so many rods and reels that it's difficult for me, if I have so much tackle, to fish something that is not exactly what I want. Why, when I have so much tackle, should I fish with something that's ugly? Even if it's perfect performance, just because it's ugly, that's enough of a reason for me not to fish it. Let's go again. I missed that one. I think it only slurped the tail. Listen to these slow clicks. How do you hate this reel? It's like a machine gun. So they are mixed, some big jigs and some crappie there. Not only that, but some shell cracker too. Hey, that's a good, okay. He's not a trophy, but hey, tell me this is not nice. By the way, I have one loose coil. I always see these things. Now I'm gonna make an extra long cast just to get rid of the loose coil. It bothers me now. I think they moved that way. They just can hear my boat and my mouth. And that's a lot of noise. The boat and the mouth, that's what spooked them. Man, these clicks. These clicks. On the edge. This is how your drag should sound. Okay, that's a little bijik. Probably the smallest that we eked off of this spot. Which tells me that this school, while not a trophy school, is also not a baby school. Right in front of the grass. Look at this. Look at this. Boom. Can you see the float? I'm dropping it right in front of this grass piece over there. But there is grass going in the water too. I'm casting kind of in the grass. If you can see how some of these pieces of grass are in the water, the same thing is over there. You cannot twitch in between these things. You can drop the float vertically, but you cannot twitch there. Oh my goodness me. I came here for big bluegill. I chatted 39 minutes with my buddy from Minnesota. Man, I'm seeing even fish right here between the weeds, folks. Look at this. Weeds right in front of me. Between the weeds and the next weeds, there is some fish. So the first weed's not here. There is some fish right here in between the weeds. See if we can eke one of them out. Sorry about the cheating. What can I do? Tell me where to sign to ban live scope from United States. Tell me where to sign. I'm tired of these clowns. Couldn't catch a fish on tournament day. I see professional crappie anglers. Couldn't catch a fish on tournament day. They ended the day with 0 fish caught. Now they got the live scope. They stopped spider rigging immediately. Screw that. Now they got the live scope and now they say the best lure to catch fish, the best technique to catch. All of a sudden they know what's the best. If you had all of this knowledge, why didn't you catch one fish on tournament day, brother? There is still fish here. There is still fish here. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. You know, they cannot even take my... What the hell? I'm missing the crappie. That was a crappie. Not the bluegill. Is it the BG one? 1 gram number 12. Too small. I don't know if I should be more gentle not to tear the mouth, or I should tighten the drag and yank them out of there, because they're kind of in the weeds. You can't be too soft. I already got this guy in the weeds. He's running for the weeds. My boat is running for the weeds too. See what happens. The fish and my boat are in the weeds. See, I landed the bluegill. It's the crappie that I lost. Maybe my initial yank is a little bit overpowering, given that we fish with a tiny hook. Look at this tiny hook. Oh, finally the wind is blowing me away from the fish. Now that I can manage. That I can manage, but trying to keep the boat from going on top of the fish, that one is difficult, because if you get too close, it's not theoretically possible to stop the damaged fish. Because even if you turn the head of the trolling motor, that's a crappie, let's not lose it, and push the boat back, yeah, you're pushing the boat back, but this is a jet engine. The trolling motor is a jet engine, it's like a water jet. It is shooting water towards the fish. Yeah, I can see why I lost a few. The hook is just too small and holding just barely. Yeah, I prefer this wind. The school is gone, but I see one or two stranglers. Maybe single fish that just live here. Maybe little black bass. Oh! Yeah, there is one strangler for sure. Let me be gentle with this crappie. It's not even big, I'm just afraid to pull my tiny little size 12 hook out of its mouth. If you target crappie, folks, start with size 10 hook. Even size 8, but start with size 10, don't start with size 12. Size 12 will hold even a trophy crappie if you catch it occasionally. Like right now I'm catching an amazing crappie. This here is an amazing crappie with the little 1 gram number 12. Look at this. Look at this tanker. Look at this. Here's a thumbnail for you. Look at what we are doing today. This is what we're doing today, folks. Look at this tank. That's a 13-inch crappie. Who believes this? Huh? Put in the comments. I believe it or I don't believe it. I want to see it. Wow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Tail straightened out. This is a 14-inch crappie. Look at this tank. 14-inch crappie. If it wasn't spawning season, he might not have made it. I'm just kidding. 14 inch is a little bit cruel to me. Yeah, I'll take a 13-incher, but 14-incher, I believe, is a little cruel. You're better off if you want to fish this lake for many years. I think you're better off releasing the 14-incher. It's funny, when the school moved away and there was only 1 or 2 dots left, I knew that it's the stragglers, the single fish, not the schoolies, that are actually bigger. There is still a couple of left over there. What a day of fishing. This is not what I came here for today, not what I expected, but I will say, to my credit, I did bring a float just in case. Just in case, I did bring a float. Something here is not right. I have a loose coil again. How did I get this loose coil? Don't know, but we're gonna need a very long cast here. Loose coil still here. How did we get this loose coil? There we go. Loose coil out. Loose coil out. The line is straight, by the way. Oh, float out too. Float is gone. Feels decent. Let's take our time. Oh, I need to take this jacket off. Feels decent. Let's see if it's crappie. It's small, but if it's not, it is crappie. My goodness me, that's not what I expected today. To be catching crappie in 3 feet of water. My goodness me. Fishing, folks. So many years. You think you learned it all, but you haven't. Give me a second. I need to take some layers off of my back before I start melting. There is one more. What is this? I'm afraid to yank. Oh, it's a bluegill. We can yank. Man, he got into the weeds. I wasn't gonna pull hard because I lost a couple of crappie from pulling hard out of the weeds. But this one was never coming off. You don't need a big hook for bluegill. The mouth is so rigid, there is no tear. Right here. Let's catch one for the camera. So close to the camera. Let's go. Right here. Did you see that? And it's a crappie. Look where I caught it. Right in front of me. He came so close when you are quiet, and I'm even talking. But I don't make loud boat noises or cast the big bobber splash, splash in the water. I'm gonna net this fish because I pulled the little hook out of their mouth a couple of times already. Come here, little buddy. He's not that little. He's got good 10 inches. Oh, the hook came out anyway. Thank you for the fight, little buddy. Let's try a cast this way. Fish. Did not see bite. I just kept twitching, and on one of the twitches I felt the weight, but this time I pulled the trigger. I'm so slow now. I don't want to lose any more crappie today. Now this one is not a trophy, even if I lose it. Nevertheless, kind of lost a few too many today. Got too excited, I think. I got too excited. I think because they're shallow, when they're deep, they don't run like this. But because they're shallow, they're flipping and flopping a lot when I catch them. There's a few fish right here in front of this grass. They're small, but they're kind of not bothered by me or my boat. Just keep hanging here. Got it right in front of the grass, folks. It's not even small. It's not even small. Whoa. What are we doing here now? I have 1 pound line here. And I'm talking a real 1 pound. Not like an American 1 pound. That is 0.15 millimeter. Oh my goodness. Look at this bluegill. Look here, what a bluegill now. Look, what a bluegill. Look at this. I don't know if this is a better thumbnail than the crappie. What do you guys think? Which one do we put for thumbnail? Let me bump this one very quick, folks. Very quick. Just give me 1 second. I want to bump this one, might be the biggest of the day. I think he's 9. I did want to catch 1 9-incher today. Stop. I said it in the video. I don't know if I found it when I was cutting the video. This bluegill is 9 inches, folks. This is one good animal. It has the height, it has the angry look, and I caught him in the grass right in front of the boat. What an amazing day of fishing, folks. I do want to give one tip for the people that watched this video to the end. Thank you very much, by the way. I love you guys. But here is the tip I want to give you. You see this point over there? That's a point. You see this point over there? That's a point. And another point over there. I caught, you'll see in the video, at least 1, 2, 3 fish in each of these points. So I thought, oh, this is the pattern. They're on the points. But there was no fish on the points. But what I was doing all day is hopping from point to point to point, because you don't have all day to scan the whole lake, right? So we go point hopping, looking for the fish, but it was the wrong pattern, folks, because this is the only spot where I found kind of bulk, good quantity of fish. Look at all the fun we had here. We never had fun until we stopped fishing here, just from one spot. I don't know, 20, 30 fish. I don't know how many I caught and how many made it in the video. But this spot is between the 2 points. But there is something good in the bottom here or something. I don't know, maybe the grass is more easy to get in between. I think it's the bottom. It's probably better for bedding. But keep in mind, it's the middle of March. The points are still better in the winter, but in the middle of March and late March and April, the points are no longer the business. So this time of year, it was 52 degrees water temp today, at least in the morning. Keep in mind, don't watch only the points. They can be between the points sometimes. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Thank you guys one more time for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye, folks.